Hello everyone, this is Isabel. Thank you for joining me. Today is the day of the full moon in Scorpio, and so we are going to do a reading about about the themes that might come up for you in the coming 4-week period at least. Okay, yeah, let's just dive in, because of course I have many thoughts about what this day might mean to me and to others, but we are here to ask the cards. Let's just go ahead. Well, that doesn't look weird. Does that look weird? Okay, there we go. What I'm going to do first is draw one or two of the soul cards for you to get a general impression of what the energies are like for each and every one of you, personally and collectively. Okay. So yeah, let's see what the cards have to say about that, because like I said, let's just have the cards speak. What is the energy of the day? Yes, and what are we going to do about that? Okay, well, those are rather a lot of cards coming out. But they're right. This one, I really like to see this one, because to me that immediately speaks of that spirit is here with us to to comfort us and guide us through whatever is going on. And it looks like for many of you the energies are actually heavy today, and well, that's not so strange, of course. I mean, Scorpio often brings up heavy themes, and so yeah, here we have those two. I mean, take a good look at those. And this one also. And this one. So it seems to me that a lot of you are hearing voices from the past, voices getting louder and louder, things that, in other words, things that need to be dealt with, things that perhaps are no longer working and need to be dealt with. It seems that a lot of people are having a moment of realization, and also a moment of dissolution, of things dissolving, because the truth keeps coming to the surface and can no longer be repressed. And so yeah, I find it interesting that this one comes up, and then also I get the word dissolution, because it does, like it looks to me like this figure is actually dissolving, I read something the other day about how the how the larva, the caterpillar, dissolves within the chrysalis before it gets reassembled into something completely new. Okay, and that seems to be something that is a theme for many of us at this Scorpio full moon. This moment of complete of being completely fluid, of being completely liquid, and having no form or shape. Okay, and yeah, and then there are also outside factors that seem to be distressing today. I mean, I really do not like talking about the outside circumstances and the politics of today, but I cannot help but notice that this is a major theme at present, you know, greed and the sacrifices that the greedy people make in order, or expect others to make in order to keep their hands on what they feel is theirs, okay? And that is really all that I'm going to say about that, but that it comes out in these cards, that tells me that this is something that is weighing heavily on many of you, all right? And so I do feel that I need to take this into account. However, what also came out is this one. And that tells me that in the face of all of these things dissolving and distressing things happen in our own lives, and also relationship-wise, because yeah, I don't know about you, but what has been a theme for me in the past few days is that people around me are having some heavy weather in their relationships. And that is exactly what I mean with things dissolving, okay, things losing their familiar shape and being reshuffled, being reassembled into something completely new. So yeah, those are all things that that weigh heavily upon us. But then I have this here, and that means that we are being given the opportunity to find our equilibrium in the midst of all of this, okay? And that the energies are there to support that. Because what I also always notice with this card, you know, despite all the voices in this person's head, he seems to be really tranquil in the middle of, in the midst of all of that, all right? And so the I want to say challenge, but I don't think that that is the right word. It is something that is being handed to us, this tranquility in the midst of all of this upheaval. And I do not mean this in the sense of escapism, of just, you know, floating on your dreams while the world is being turned upside down, but to rather to find that point within yourself that we all have, the point that is always tranquil and always floats to the top. All right, so so that is beautiful. I mean, it's a bit unsettling, but I think actually that this is it is an intense energy to work with, but it is also a very beautiful energy to work with, okay? Because I definitely feel that this dissolution, this losing of our shape in the midst of the waters of the Scorpio moon, gives us the opportunity to metamorphose into something better, that actually works for us, into whatever is meant to be the next phase for us, collectively, but also individually, all right? And so my question to the cards is going to be how to navigate that, how to do that. How do we come out of the chrysalis with all the right number of wings and the right number of little legs and eyes and so on? So let's see what the cards have to say about that. I am going to do a French cross using the Raziel tarot and the mages of the Raziel. So we need another shuffle. We need another shuffle. Okay. Oh. Right. Okay, 8 plus 11. 11 is 19 plus 22 is 21, 41, 45, 9. Interesting. Very interesting. Beautiful. What comes out in the card is, by the way, let me know, okay? Because what I have done so far with the moon readings is have the camera on the card so you can see the spread. But right now I feel like I would just prefer to address you, okay? And speak for the cards, okay? And so I'm just going to hold them up for the camera and hope that you can make sense of them. All right, so what came out in the card is the Wheel of Fortune and the Tree of Life. So yeah, that definitely means that however upside down we are feeling right now, we are going in a direction that that will bring us renewal, okay? That will bring us renewal and that will bring us elevation. And I think it's actually funny with the thing I just said about all the wings and the arms and the legs that we need to grow. Here they are. It is quite a jumble. It's quite a jumble. I mean, it is really not strange that we feel thoroughly upset and upended, because that is what is actually happening. But it all is serving. It is all serving a purpose. Okay, especially if you see that in this wheel, it is those angels. It is the winged beings that are turning the wheel for us, okay, and that we are being held and protected through all of that, and that we are going in the direction of renewal, of new life, of and whatever form that that might take for us, okay. So that's those two. Well, in this spread we have on the left we have strength, and on the right we have justice. In this spread, the French cross, the left and the right are either helping each other or opposing. And I would say that in this case they are helping one another. And yeah, especially it is interesting also, by the way, for those people who know the tarot, because in the Marseille tarot we have the numbers reversed. Maybe you know this. In the Marseille and other older tarot types, we have justice as number 8 and strength as number 11. And so it also always strikes me as interesting and telling that when they come out together, okay, because those are cards that always speak to one another. And in this case, they are, I think that we are being given we are being given the strength to get to this point of balance, and to this point of where we have the tranquility and the peace of mind to be methodical, all right, to make decisions based not on panic and fear, but on how our thoughts are being guided in the process, all right. And yeah, I like that strength as well. I mean, she is the queen. She is the queen of Sheba. She is an authority to be reckoned with. She is not in the habit of forcing things, because she knows that her position is enough to accomplish her goals, all right? And what do I actually mean by that? Yeah, you could say that she is the middle point of the scales. She is the one holding the scales that that justice represents, okay? She is the one keeping everything in the balance. And so if those are the prevalent energies of support for us, then all we need to do is to trust in that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's wow. I want. I wanted to know what she was looking at, and the next card in the deck here is Temperance. I mean, talk about equilibrium. Talk about a balance, right? There it is. There it is. This is wonderful. I'm going to keep it on the table. This card also all means an alchemy. It means it has everything to do with being liquefied and being poured from one vessel into another. Okay, so yeah, we are being poured into a new shape. Oh, this is interesting. Fantastic. What I also like, by the way, that in this card, in this deck, the liquid is actually fire. It is almost like molten metal. So this is again this image that I'm getting of us being molten and dissolved, and then being poured into a new shape, into a new mold. And yeah, we are going to need all the strength that we have to endure this. Okay, we are in the crucible right now. So don't be forgiving of yourself if this hurts, because it does hurt, all right? But we are going to get through this, and we are receiving the comfort that we are not alone going through this, all right? All right, so what is the advice here? What is the guidance here? What is it that we, or rather, what is it all good for? Why is this what we need to go through right now? Well, here we have the Tree of Knowledge, which of course is the counterpart of the Tree of Life. And the Tree of Knowledge, that means the forbidden fruit. We are being handed the forbidden fruit. It seems that it is no longer forbidden. It seems that we are now supposed to know these things. We are supposed to know both the good and the bad, both the good and the evil, without us and within us. We are too. I am hearing now radical acceptance, because to know these things, you can no longer unsee them, right? And so we have to take it all on board and make it all our own, and make it the middle point of our balance. Okay, this is not knowledge, that is this experience. I should formulate this as experience, because it is not just information being handed to us, but it is the kind of knowledge that we gain experiencing it by going through it. Okay, and so this wisdom that we are gaining is the very thing that is going to help us to balance everything out. And so it seems to me that whatever is ahead of us, the very experience of living through this by our headlights is what will prepare us for what is to come. And I do believe that I have said this before in another reading as well. And that makes, of course, perfect sense, all right? We are traveling by our headlights. And yeah, we do have to navigate some considerable darkness, but you know, the fruit, it is a fruit. It is to eat. It is sustenance. It is necessary for us, okay? And it is something that will, in the longer run, sustain us. All of this is necessary wisdom that we are gaining. And once again, I certainly do not want to make light of what any of you is going through. Certainly not. And but yeah, please know that the suffering is one aspect of it, but there are other aspects too, okay? And the other aspect is this, those trees, they don't grow together for nothing, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so how will this end? Where are we going? We are going to the other side of the river. We are going to the other side of the river. In this deck, the Empress is Miriam, who is doing her dance and song of victory after crossing the water of the Red Sea. Okay? And after having, oh God, this makes me emotional, really. Once we have crossed this horrible ordeal, this danger that we are in, and we come to the other side, and the waters close over whatever was haunting us and hounding us, and the river closes like nothing has ever happened, but everything has changed, and we are on the other side of it, dancing for joy, and we are losing people on the way. We certainly do, but that does not diminish our the joy of renewal, the joy of our freedom. Okay, and in this deck she also represents the power of the divine feminine, right? The goddess from the waters, the goddess from the sea, and she is the one guiding us through. She is the one having us navigate those depths, whether we are walking through a miraculous road through the ocean, or whether we are swimming underwater right now, trying to remember not to breathe. Okay, we are being guided to the other side, all right? And on the other side, joy is awaiting us, but it is joy that will come at a price. And yeah, it is best to have a heads up of that, okay? And just like when Adam and Eve in the Bible, they ate from this tree, and nothing could ever be as it was, okay? And but neither did they want to, because they did come to recognize that that they had been set free, actually, from something that apparently was not made to last. It was not destined for them to stay there, okay? But they had to live through this experience of expulsion in order to realize that and to accept that. And so it seems very fitting that the card that comes in the middle is the card of the Hermit, and we have definitely seen him before as well. This is the Hermit. In this deck it is Moses, who is reluctant to accept his mission, okay? I mean, he had gone into the desert in order to escape and to be alone, to live his life, but that's not going to happen, because then he gets this visitation of the burning bush. And once again, I find it so striking that those two, to me, are so connected, okay? Because he is being struck by the heavenly light, saying, "This is your job now, okay? You have to find freedom, not just for yourself, but for others too. And you will have to pass through terrible danger and confront the people that you used to love, etc., etc." And that goes for all of us. And Moses didn't want to, but he had no choice but to accept the mission, okay? And so once again, it is all about accepting the mission that that we are being given right now. So this video is getting a little bit longer than I intended, but still I am going to see if the White Light Oracle has a final message for you to help you to find that equilibrium and to find your final form, as it were. So let us see. Which one? This is such a powerful one. What did I just say about Goddess? This card is called Telepathy of Terra Mater, and that means the contact with Mother Earth. It is Mother Earth herself who is here to support us and guide us through all of this, right? She is creation. She is, as far as I'm concerned, she is the creator. She has made us all. And she will continue to shape us, and she will continue to shape herself and to reshape us too, because we are part of her, right? And so, yeah, once again, my advice to you is to connect with nature in whatever way you can, and to allow the Earth's energy that is recalibrating to recalibrate you as well, okay? And rest assured that the universe, that Earth herself, is with us through all of this, okay? So I hope that this helps you a little, and if so, I hope that you will want to subscribe and like this video and comment and share and tell all your friends, etc, etc. So I hope that this helps you, magical darlings. I hope that these that you will allow these energies to move through you, and for you to move through them. I wish you all the strength and love and healing and happiness in the world, okay? And see you next time. Big kiss, magical darlings. I love you all. Bye bye.